Here we go live.
I don't know how either.
All right, welcome everyone. My name is Josh Arrett, and I am excited to be here with you as always. We are going to be doing a special tour out at the Sedgwick County Zoo. I'm going to ask Clint to go ahead and introduce where he is and who he's with. Clint, thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Hey, everybody.
Do you have to pull the motor?
It's your buddy Clint. I'm out
Like
here
a
at Sedgwick
lawnmower?
County Zoo. We're about to go on the boat tour. So we have some great guides with us today. We have Tori, we have Bailey, we have Kara, and we have Kristen. We're going to jump on the boat as long as we can get this thing to start. And this is a great way to end the adventure. So hold tight with us as we get this motor to start. And we got a cool tour for you. So here we go.
Yeah, Clint, we can hear them trying to work on the engine there. And so show us around though. Where exactly are we at in the zoo?
So right now we are, if you were going to take a boat tour here at the Sedgwick County Zoo, we are at, I'll call it the dock. I got a lot of ducks over here, so I'm actually climbing onto one of the boats now. Off in the distance is, you know, I'm not an expert on the zoo here, but I think over here is where the elephants spend a lot of time.
To Mariah.
Gotcha.
Go ahead. And so we are.
Are you at your desk?
We are right next to the gorillas.
Okay.
Which is back over.
What's
this way.
that number?
And so anyway, I'm just gonna keep on kind of taking you around a little bit as we get this thing working. We've had some great adventures today. Right over here, if you can see.
No idea how to start this thing.
There we go. So can you see those?
Well, can you tell us? Because we've started.
Yes, you may just give Kristen a reminder that we're able to hear her, so you may just give her an FYI on that. But yeah, these look like pretty big birds here. Are they, I mean, I don't think that's the flamingo area, so what type of birds are over there?
Well, Kristen Jimenez is our local bird specialist. Kristen, what kind of birds are these that we're seeing?
I'm not a specialist, but that looks like some type of pelicans. Okay.
All right.
They are pelicans.
These over here are pelicans, and I think we're getting somewhere on the boat. If it doesn't work, that's okay. But we're hoping to be touring on the water here real soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We have lots of friends introducing themselves where they're from. So we got Black Elementary here. So we'd love to know where you're joining us from. So if you want to drop that in the chat, that would be awesome. We did have a question that came in, 2 questions actually, as we're getting things going. One, is there fish in this water here?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, you have to come to a special class to get to go fishing, but there are fish in this water, and they're mostly koi, who are being koi, ha ha ha. But they are pretty used to being fed over here. So when they hear our footsteps on the dock, they all start thinking they're going to get a snack. So the fishing wouldn't take place in this area. It actually happens on the South Lake, which is further to the south of where we're at. It's behind the scenes.
Gotcha. All right. So another question that came up as people are introducing, we got Ortiz Elementary here and Kelly Elementary and lots of other schools joining us, even one from Junction City. So the other question is, can people actually ride those boats? If they go to the zoo, our amazing zoo here, is that an option? And what does that look like if you were to visit the zoo?
It has been an option in the past. The boats, we're done with the season for boats, so there won't be any rides offered for the rest of the season. And we are in process of making decisions on, do we continue boat rides next season or do we shut them down? And part of the issue is the canal has changed so much with all the new construction that you just don't see much of anything now except native animals, which I'm totally into. But we just can't get all the people as excited as I am about native animals. Oh, I see our friends coming.
So break down what did we see before and what does native animals mean?
Oh, that's a good question. Before, you were able to see some exhibit animals, especially like the North American prairie animals. And native animals are animals that live here naturally. So Kansas native animals would be things like egrets and red-eared sliders and certain kinds of water snakes.
Gotcha. Okay, so this one's for Kristen and Clint. There was a suggestion that you guys just start swimming to give us a little bit of humor. So not that you would do that, but
no.
I would
there's
consider that.
Well, I'm gonna have you not, because the canal is part of the system of water that untreated water that we use at the zoo. So what happens is when keepers clean, the well water that we use to clean comes out into this canal. And so then the water travels. So yes, there could be hippo poop floating in here. So then the water travels over to the South Lake where it's cleaned through percolation, where it goes down to the water table and is filtered. And then we reuse that water from the well. So not going to swim in it.
Thanks for the suggestion, but I'm going to go ahead and pass on that.
Right.
Sounds like our boat is ready to go. So we'll give a quick shout out to Miss Hood's class at McCollum Elementary. Glad you're here with us. Glad Junction City's with us again, and we're loading the boat now. So we're going to take a little tour here of the zoo on water, and Kara is going to tell us what we're seeing.
Right now we're seeing some lovely green murky water, but that's okay because we're getting ready to take off. Over there you see the pelicans. Did you guys already talk about them?
We told them that we didn't really know what they were.
Those are the pelicans, and they live right out there on that island, and they eat fish. And that the bottom part of their beak, the bottom mandible, is expandable. So if they can scoop up fish and water at the same time, and then they spit out the water and they swallow the fish.
All right, we are officially moving in the boat. I'm going to introduce you to our boat driver, Tori.
And so here's some native wildlife right here. This is a pair of Mallard ducks. The female is closest to us. Oh, there goes a heron, a great blue heron. There's all kinds of birds going on around here. There's one up in that tree too. So we're gonna see some cool stuff. Yep, Tori's swinging us around so that we can go out in the canal. And then the male mallard was in the front, and he has more vivid colors. So his job is to attract the ladies. So he wants to look handsome. Her job is to take care of the eggs. And so she wants to be less noticeable. And I'll tell you guys a funny story about the mallards that are behind us when we come back. Except you can't laugh at me when I tell you.
So I have Andrew wondering if those pelicans eat the fish alive.
Well, yes, in natural situations, they do eat the fish live, but the fish they get here have been frozen and thawed. So this is the spillway over here where the water goes over the top. It's kind of like the dam. It goes over the top and then starts to filter into the lake. There's some good fishing on the other side of that. And then Here is the bridge to Downing Gorilla Forest. And I'm looking, it's just not sunny enough for the turtles to be out right now. They're probably like, oh, I'm so sleepy. It's cool today.
Do we have any chance at seeing any snakes in this water?
Absolutely. Tori told me that she saw a diamondback water snake out here. Even a bull, all snakes can swim. It's like cats. All snakes can swim, doesn't mean they all like to. And ooh, I smell gorilla. You guys smell gorilla?
Yep.
Gorillas have a very distinct smell. It is not my favorite smell. And my friend Michelle from Gorillas gets feelings hurt every time I say that.
Bailey, tell her. There we go.
Hi.
So I'm sorry you've got the back of my head now. I want to see what's coming up. I'm trying to be super safari spotter.
I'm going to move to the front. There we go.
I'll run up here with you.
Can you still see, Tori?
So this fence that's coming down is part of the North America Prairie exhibit. We found out that the pronghorn, while don't normally swim, can swim. So we had to do a little bit of fencing to keep them in. Here's a great blue heron, otherwise known as a pterodactyl. That's what my dad calls them, because when they're in flight, they have amazing, what? His name is Kevin. Oh, does he? So this is part of his home range, and he's gonna eat fish.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is right
Here's
here. He's like, what are you guys
If you look
doing?
real close there, you'll see him. That's Kevin.
Very handsome bird. They really do have a very strange, just a strange shape in the sky. And this bridge is the bridge that hi little bee, is the bridge you'd walk across on the boardwalk to the North American Prairie. But if you look to the left, we're coming up on the wolf exhibit, and they're really pretty close to the edge. They were like moving around when they heard us. There's one right there.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that in there, but.
They're well camouflaged. We have Mexican gray wolves.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And they are critically endangered, and we are very proud of the fact that we were able to send some Mexican gray wolf pups to be fostered by a wild pack of wolves in either Arizona or New Mexico. I don't know the exact location, and not many people do, because it is safer for them to. So there's a lot of controversy about wolves. So it is safer for the wolves' exact location to not be known. But they were raised up and are doing well by all accounts. I haven't heard otherwise. So there was a wolf that we released a long time ago, back in the mid to late 90s, that was acclimated to humans. And he ended up approaching a rancher, and that could have been detrimental to him, because most ranchers feel like wolves are in competition for their wildlife, or for their stock, their cows and horses and sheep and goats. But this rancher was sympathetic to the wolf's cause and got in touch with Fish and Wildlife and got him relocated so that he wouldn't approach another rancher. We just have to think about those things. Something was bubbling over there. So there's going to be lots of bullfrogs and red-eared slider turtles down here. I was really hoping the sun would come out, because the turtles would come up on these logs and sun themselves, but it's just not the right day for it. I think it would be cool to have a giant hammock to string across this and just take lunch or naps on my lunch break. seeing if I can see the wolves again. And you can see that the way that the canal has grown up, it's really, and this is just a natural process, it's really cut back on the view that you get.
What are these long things that look like?
Oh, I love that you asked me that because I know the answer. Those are the seed pods of the catalpa tree. And the catalpa trees, when they grow big and mature, they sort of remind me of the tree that the Keebler elves make their cookies in. If you've ever seen that tree on a package of Keebler cookies, but those big long beans are their seeds. And they have really pretty flowers in the spring that look kind of like orchids.
I remember you used to drive up by lemurs. Does that section still exist?
No, we can't get that far anymore because of the way they diverted and changed the canal when the elephants came on board. But as of now, we do not have lemurs on display. I don't know what lemur plans are for the future, so I can't really say. But anything is possible.
So I see a lot of questions coming in. They want to know about your job,
Oh,
Tara.
I'm really lucky. I'm getting paid to sit on a boat and talk to you guys right now. My official title is interpretive manager, which means that I get to help our staff here at Sedgwick County Zoo get the message out about conservation and really instilling that respect for wild animals and wild places. And I do that by training staff and talking to staff and making sure the staff know the things that we need them to know. But for a very long time, I did what Bailey does now, which was elementary education specialist. So I've had some different positions here at the zoo. I've worked here 18 years. And it's not at all what I thought I would do. I actually went to college to be a park ranger and decided that I just liked this place. It was sort of a stopping point at one early on, and then it just became home. So this has been a really great experience for me to be here. I get to talk to people. I get to engage with animals. I get to come to the zoo on my day off for free. It's pretty amazing.
In my last session, we got to hear about Olivia's favorite animal here at the zoo. What would you consider your favorite animal here?
Okay, this is a hard question. My favorite animal at Sedgwick County Zoo in the general population is the North American river otter. But my favorite animal at the zoo, including the education animals, is Rio, the domestic cat. We have a really great relationship, and I train and work with her, and she makes sure I don't have bad days, and we hang out together.
That's awesome. Well, this was a short boat tour. There's not a lot of wildlife out right now just due to the clouds on this actual tour. But we are pulling in the dock now. We hope you all have had a wonderful adventure today. We hope you'll join us in future sessions. We're gonna go ahead now and I'm gonna get all these ladies here with the water in the background so you can take your last adventure selfie of the day. We would really like for you to hashtag that with adventure. And so as you all get in place, we'll have them get in place after they secure the boat, and we'll go ahead and let you take some pictures with the ladies here, and then we'll be signing off a little early on this particular event today.
I'm gonna walk right in front of you guys. And I really want to thank Tori for driving the boat because I could not do it. So I appreciate her being here today.
All right, we're gonna do our 7-second countdown. Here it goes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your selfie. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you at some adventures in the very near future. And thanks to our good buddy Josh, who's on the line with us. Josh, any final thoughts?
Hey, no, that was a part of the zoo I've never seen before. So thank you for taking the time to show us.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here with us. Thank you to the Sedgwick County Zoo, and you all have a great day. We are out of here. Bye, everyone.
Bye.